Welcome to the PFD Performance YouTube channel. Pretty friggin' deadly.
Well, we weren't able to beat the battery, but we did get all the piston rings filed and installed. I think we even followed the directions and got all our gaps in the right spot. So the next mostly terrifying step is polishing the one main journal. I'll bring you over here. So this journal had that bearing. Not great. And if I'm being honest, when I take my finger, I can just barely feel some ridges. Now I looked at the build sheet, and this one was 35 thou clearance, and I think the rest were 36 and 37. So this one was a little tight. I think we're gonna get a hair looser. So I'm gonna do the terrifying thing where I take some sandpaper, a little string, and we try and polish this journal. Just a tickle. Nothing crazy, just a tickle. So I've got some 1500 sandpaper, some 2000, some 2500, and some metal polish. So I think that's gonna do it, because it's just super subtle, and I just really don't wanna have to do this again. So this is terrifying, but you're along for the ride, and we're gonna get after it. The guy I watched, he used WD-40 to lube everything up. Sandpaper included. And he just wrapped the sandpaper around. And then we wrap the ribbon around. And we're gonna see how well purple birthday ribbon tolerates WD-40. And he just nice and gentle. Nothing crazy. Just kiss on her. And I trim this to the 1 inch that the journal was. Let's see. That seems to be getting her. Still just a super subtle ridge. I'm gonna come in. You know what? I might put this giant plastic grip pen that's sitting right here underneath this, so I don't make a mess. Novel idea. And again, just wrap this around. Sorry for the wind if you can hear it. I'm hoping the mic here blocks are out, but we're having our own, I guess, little version of the Santa Ana's here in Calgary. Thankfully no fires like this LA had, but she's blowing. It's not the easiest thing I've ever done. And it really is also terrifying. I would have liked, you know, the first main journal polish, or even like a rod journal polish, to have been on not this 540. Maybe like a junkyard LS rebuild or something. But sometimes life just forces your hand. We're going super fine with this 1500, so I really don't think I can take too much material off. Let's see. And again, it's 1500, so I don't think it can really, we're not getting after it. I just wanted to take any slight ridge off so that we don't dick up the brand new bearing. I think I still feel something super subtle. Yeah, right here. Yeah, I can just barely catch my fingernail on it. Everything else honestly seems pretty good, but we'll try again. Oh, really getting some good music here with these seats. Nice little rhythm. All right. See what that did. I do see just a subtle amount of material. It's hard to say whether that's can still just barely catch it. It's like maybe a millimeter long and just a hair wide, where probably whatever did this just hooked in a tickle. I'm gonna try and do one more round with this. So far the ribbon is WD-40. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but it's not dissolving. Compatible? Nah. Alright. I don't know how much more I want to go. What I might do is, not sure I'm gonna step change to the 2000 just yet. Just barely touch it. I think one more, and we should have her licked, so to speak. Definitely gonna need to get one of those Cletus stand back, I built this shit myself stickers now, because I think first fire up is gonna be terrifying. But I am excited to let you guys know. I did get a Clearview filter and a couple other little things that we're going to try and upgrade on this to help with a few things. So we went with a trans cooler with the fan. I did notice the one drive I had that after a little while the trans got warm, and I mean it's got a fairly high stall converter, and I'm putting taller gears in it to try and bring the RPM down a little bit on the highway. So just to make sure that we're giving it the best chance to survive, I'm gonna get a trans cooler with a fan. And then I think we're gonna think about repurposing the other current cooler without the fan as an engine oil cooler. Again, on these longer drives, I think it might be nice to just try and keep that engine oil a little on the thicker side, not so hot. And I'm hoping that that helps this live a little better. Okay. So it's still super subtle. Since we've been sanding for a while, I'm just gonna take a look at one thing. We'll be back at you. All right, we got our nice little outside diameter micrometer, and I'm just measuring this one to get a feel that. Just doing a comparison, because you know I'm not perfect at the micrometer. I've fiddled around with one before, but it feels on par with the rest. So I'm gonna do one more just because I can still hook my nail on this, like the tiniest little black spot. We'll see if you know, sitting in WD-40 for a few minutes has messed with this ribbon. No, still good. It's high quality purple ribbon. Okay. This is kind of scary. Don't let go. I'd really like to get to the point where I can't see and or feel that spot anymore, but I also don't want to get to the point where I've taken a ton of material off the crank. So we'll just have to see. How do we look? Where did paper towel go? Under here? Nope. I guess we'll get a freshie. Okay. Oh, we're getting smaller. We're getting smaller. In more ways than one, probably. Oh, I can just barely. Now let's see, does this feel much different? I'm guessing not with, yeah, that really doesn't feel too much different. Yeah. Get after it just a little bit more. Oh, don't do that. Come back around, thank you. I think a lot of this might have come down to potentially material from some other stuff. I know we flagged the lifters weren't quite perfect for this dart block, but I think the blower belt might have been a little tight at one point. So I'm definitely gonna have to be mindful of that this next go around. We're so close. Let's see how we're doing with this. Yeah. I think the thing is, with 1500 grit sandpaper, you don't really take a lot of material, so it takes a bit to really go too far, which 100% on purpose. We probably could have saved a little bit of time going with, 1,000 grit or something. Maybe even going 800 and then working our way up. But I just don't want to get too aggressive. All the way around, mixing it up where we're pulling material off. Okay, cross our fingers. We are getting a nice consistent pattern here. It's so subtle. But at 7,000 RPM, a couple thousand RPM, making a little bit of boost, making, maybe 1,200 crank horsepower. I don't know if I want a crankshaft that I can feel something on flinging around. And it is slowly getting smaller and more subtle, which tells me we're doing something. It's just a matter of, are we doing too much? And I don't think so. Feels pretty consistent to that. Again, just because I'm not super well versed in using the inside dial mic. Give you a little rinse. Give you a little rinse. I'm really glad I went with the drip tray because there's a lot of WD-40 on the ground here. Also, this crankshaft pretty heavy. It's putting a dent in the table. I might even get a fresh piece of this if we aren't making much progress. Yeah, I'm gonna go get a fresh piece of 1500. I'll be back. All right, actually, I found a small piece of 1,000 that I had. So we'll get after it with that. This piece is just barely long enough. And I mean by just barely, like it's long enough, but just barely. How's that look? Okay. Getting scary. But not super scary. Just a little bit scary. This thing's getting pretty small. Can I feel it? Just barely. Like, just barely. Okay. Well, the front journal is still at least a little bit bigger than a couple of the others. So that makes me feel a little bit more confident that I'm not doing anything crazy. finicky little devil.
I'm fixing cars in the garage at night. Sparks are flying as the fire each tight. Pretty freaking deadly with a wrench in hand.